Hi, I'm Anthony, 71118.
And I'm H3 Forging Pro. The guy recording this video is Devoker 310.
And we're with Aftermath Forges. Today we're going to show you guys a brief tutorial on 3 different ways to make objects float. H3 is going to start us off with the first way.
Okay, first one is really simple. All you need to do is go ahead and go in your Forge menu and spawn an object. I'm going to be spawning a block double. All you need to do, and this can be done with any stationary object. What you need to do is go ahead and get a few blocks on top of each other. I'm just going to use 2 for now. Once they become stationary and unmovable, you just need to delete the first one under it. Now you can just walk on it, throw grenades on it, nothing will happen.
Precisely. And it doesn't take long for these objects to become stationary. Once placed, it takes maybe 2.5 seconds at the most. So for our second way to make objects float, it's a little bit more advanced, and it has to do with unstationary objects. Now, if you're asking what is an unstationary object, it's an object that cannot become stationary, such as vehicles, weapons, and a few scenery pieces. So for an example, to start your floating of the unstationary object, you need to spawn any kind of object that you can pop things up on. For in this, I'm just going to use a block double. Once you place a block double, scroll over to your teleports tab and spawn a receiver node. Now, depending on how big you want your floor here to be, is however many receiver nodes you're going to need. I'm just going to place 2. And once you have this teleport spawn, let them become stationary and then delete the block underneath. Go back to your Forge menu, your Scenery tab, and scroll down to a unstationary block, which is going to be a block small. Spawn a block small and place it directly on top of the receiver node. If applied correctly, the block should sit uptight right on top of the teleport. Now, as you can see, the blocks are floating. They're not very stationary. They can be knocked down in some gunfire or explosions. If you want to sturdy them up some, you can just simply spawn 2 more receiver nodes and place them directly on top. Once placed on top, the blocks are pretty impossible to knock down.
Okay, well those are the 2 first ways on how to make them. The third way is probably the most complicated. What you need to do, delete these. What you need to do is you need to grab any object that you would like to make float. I'm gonna go ahead and use a wall T. What you need to do is you get the object and put in any angle that you want it in the air. It doesn't even have to be in the air, it can just be at any angle you want it to float as. Once you have it at that angle, you just go ahead and press start, and then go to save changes if you already have a new map, or a save as a new map to make a completely new map. After you've done that, go ahead and name the map, and go to end game.
Once you hit end game, the object may fall to the ground or it may continue floating. Either way, once you end the game and start it back up, the object should be floating.
Okay, once in the pre-game lobby, start the game back up on the map that you just made an object float on.
Believe in magic.
Alright, once you end the game and start it back up, go back to the area where you made the object float. And you will be able to see that the object or objects are floating. Here.
Exactly how you help them, the same exact formation, just up there floating. And just like the other glitch, nothing can knock these blocks out of place. And that about sums it up for floating objects today. If you have any questions or concerns, or you just don't like what you saw and you need a more description, a more Yep, description on how to do any of these glitches. You can message us at our YouTube channel at Aftermath Forges, or you can email us at our email address at aftermathforgers@yahoo.com.
And remember, our clan is open to anyone that would like to join. All you need to do is go through a few tests, and we'll see if you'd be able to get in or not. Also, if you are in also another clan, and you want a map to be built for your clan, message us, and we would be happy to make a map exactly for your clan.
And that about sums it up. In transmission.